Oh, hey YouTube. Well, I wanted to do this video because, I'm getting married soon, so for me it doesn't matter. But there's a lot of single guys out there, and this is just a bit of a helping tool for them, I guess. Hopefully for them. So I don't know. I'm just winging it on this video. I don't have anything right. So. First things first, so I'm mostly targeting talking to guys that are trying to get with Western girls, because a lot of them are afraid to go and meet someone from overseas. I'm not really sure why that is exactly. I don't know if it's the whole, sometimes it's just bravery. You got to take a chance on something. Come here, push. Come here. Yeah, come here. Whoop. I don't know what this phone's done. Okay, yeah. So, sorry. She was meowing at me. All right. Yeah, so, now, first things first, I'm going to say, don't listen to douchebags like Andrew Tate, all right? Douchebags like Andrew Tate live in a la-la land. They don't live in the real world with the rest of us. So you see these guys, and look, I'll say something about Andrew Tate. The dude is miserable. I mean, just look at him. He's a miserable dude. Always complaining, always flipping from one girl to another. With all that money, with all that power, does he even remotely look happy? No. And do you know why that is? Because he just, I believe, like looking at him, and just a guess, he comes across as a guy that just basically got a hole in his heart and he's just trying to fill it with women. So that's it. It's just simple shit, really. Look, couple of things I'll say. If he watched this video, he'd probably say, "Oh, you're a beta male, I could beat you up in a fight," or some dumb, thought like that, like some stupid chimpanzee thought. And it's like, dude, I don't care. I'm nearly 40 years old. I don't care. Do it, say what you want. Anyway, but for you guys out there, for the Western, okay, so first up, don't sit there and say that a girl is too good for you or too hot for you or some nonsense like that. There's no such thing, all right? There's guys and there's girls. That's it. And first thing you got to think of is have a bit of confidence in yourself before you start going out there to meet people, all right? It's a basic thing, right? So there is no one too good or not good enough for you, all right? So, and what you'll find is there's a lot of girls out there probably more interested in you than you realise. They just play this stupid hard-to-get games a lot. That's just a girl thing. They like to play games, and that's like part of their power trip. So don't worry about that. Just ignore that part and just... Yeah, so what you need to do, right, is first thing is be confident, all right? That's the biggest thing, okay? Chicks don't want an unconfident male. They want someone that knows what they want and what they're doing, all right? So don't be those guys that, it just can't talk to girls, right? So you can't talk, all right, no worries. So just think about it like this. No single girl goes to a bar to sit by themselves or sit with their friends. They want to meet someone, right? So even if it's a big gaggle of girls and you were scared because there's a lot of them, so be it, Have a pair, go up to them and say, "Hey, me and my mates over there, we just sat down and started having some drinks and we'd love to have a chat with you. Like, how about we all just sit and chat, Something like that, just why not? Why wouldn't you do that, right? So step one, yeah. Step 2, don't be smelly. Make sure you clean yourselves up, brush your teeth. Okay, girls don't like smelly guys, just like guys don't like smelly girls. It's obvious. So have a shower before you go out. You know, do that. Don't talk about money, crying out loud. Rookie mistakes with some guys is how they like to talk about how much money they make. Who cares? You're there to talk to some girls. You're not there to talk about your job or your financial situation. Nobody cares. That's boring. All right? Boring stuff. No one wants to talk about that. If they bring it up, I wouldn't even acknowledge it. Just be like, oh yeah, I do this for a job. That's it. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say how much money you make. If they ask, just say, I don't want to talk about it. Who cares? Just keep deflecting on that question because it's rude to ask someone that anyway. So that's just, that's bad etiquette from them if they're asking you things like that. All right? So throw that out the window when it comes to... You don't have to discount the girl. Just don't acknowledge the question. All right? Yeah. Right, girls, that most girls just like, they want to have fun, all right? But to them, having fun means, it's not a movie kind of fun, like you see, like I think people try to be over the top with all of that, you know, like this, you've got to be doing something big every time, and no, man, like, you know, you can do fun stuff that you find fun with them, or whatever, like, that could be anything, you know, I was saying, you know, like camping and, girls don't like fishing, all right, number one. I don't know why, but I really don't know why they don't like fishing, but the vast majority of girls don't like fishing, all right? Don't ask me why. I suppose they've never caught a fish, but that's just me. That would be my guess, all right? One thing girls like to see is independence, right? So just as an example, girls, look, I worked with a lot of girls, all right? So I kind of see how they think on a lot of things. A lot of them are neat freaks. They like tidy kitchen, you know? They like you to do the dishes. They like you to be able to cook. Yeah, cooking is big for them. Actually, if you look what I have to cook tonight, trying to use up all the old food in the house. So I got I got chicken. Oh, that was from last night, and that's from the other night. Just using that up. I got some potatoes to use, some onions. Yeah, it's going to be one of those, I don't know how it's going to go meal, but it's just using up old food. If you wondered what I cooked the other night, it was sausage curry. All right, nothing special, sausage curry. Right, so a lot of you guys who are single do all of this anyway, because you got to look after yourself, right? So you automatically do this and you don't think about it, but girls love that stuff. You know, they love guys that be able to look after themselves and look after the house, you know, like cleaning up. I know it's a mundane task that nobody thinks about, but apparently that's like a big look. Amount of girls I've heard that will say they will swoon over a guy that tidies the house is actually quite a lot, more than you would realise. So, cleanliness is actually a good thing to be. So yeah, you don't have to do anything like this. I have to turn the phone because if I press anything else on this thing, I'm not a computer man. If I press anything else, it stops the video, right? So I don't want it to do that. But yeah, just an example, just, you know, like, so I've been drawing this picture of my missus. I drew it of her before I left, but I was a bit worried about colouring it in because I didn't want to stuff it up. But so far so good. Yes, I'm not the greatest artist in the world. I never claimed to be. You know, when I was growing up, I had one book to teach me how to draw, which was how to do comic books. That was it. I never had a good art teacher, and as far as it goes, I never considered art a financial choice of good, like, investing time into, because it doesn't make money, so why? I mean, it's just a thing I like doing, but it's not something that, you focus on. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Look, I'll tell you something. You get girls talking, they're interested in you, okay? The moment they start talking, they're interested in you. So don't be one of those guys that, starts talking and then, just gives up, all right? If they're talking to you, they are dead set interested in you, all right? It's hard for girls to have guy friends, so if they say they want to be friends, it could just be an indication that they want to get to know you better. So you kind of still have to pursue that, but in a way that just kind of test the waters and see where things are at. And don't react to everything they do. Don't be needy. One thing Western women don't like is oversharing. So don't be one of those guys that overshares all the time. They hate that. They think you're gay when you do that. So don't be like that. So that's what generally happens if you overshare, which is kind of annoying, because if you actually want to talk to a girl, want to start telling her about yourself, it seems like you're oversharing, but in actual fact, you're just being you and you're just talking, right? But if you look at all these finger quote, which is no such thing, by the way, alpha males and all that BS, all of them just act like apes, right? So you just got to be like, ooh, 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 like that kind of dumbness to it. No thought in their head. Those kind of girls, that what they're after is they're looking for a guy that can and basically fight. Is basically what they're looking for. There's a lot of guys that can fight out there that don't show it, but there you go. But so that's basically what that is. If you do bump into those girls and you want to pursue them, let's say you're at I'm not going to say a nightclub. A nightclub is trash, all right? I wouldn't even waste my time in there. So all I'm saying is if you're a half-decent guy, you wouldn't waste your time in a trashy nightclub. So what I would suggest is, let's say it's at a shop, you bump into a girl at a shop and you want to talk to her, or I don't know, a pub or something. So if you don't want to overshare with them, or they don't seem like the type that's listening a whole lot, I would say just keep your conversation short and sweet. Seem a little mysterious, I guess you could say. Other thing is, it's a rookie mistake. You see a lot of these guys who have social issues with communicating with the opposite sex. Don't go straight for the big stuff right away, right? I've seen it before where, a guy will just start talking to a girl, first drinks together, blah, blah, blah. Goes for the pash, or goes for the grope or something, goes for something and it's like, no, dude, no, that's rookie error. Girls don't like that, okay? That's coming across as too aggressive and too strong, right? Girls don't like that, especially if they're just talking, right? They're just talking. Just think, how would you react if someone just immediately did that to you? You'd be like, whoa, 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 too much, right? So that's a no-no, all right? Don't do that stuff, all right? All I can say, guys, is if you're chasing Western women, right, the biggest thing you could take away from it is it's not having fake confidence. Think of it like this: is you're a good person, You try hard and you work and you do this and you do that, blah, blah, blah. Have faith in the fact that gives you confidence. That doesn't make you a zero of a person, right? These girls are not goddesses. They're not to be worshipped. They're just people like you and me. Then don't treat them like they're some sort of god, goddess. They have female bits and pieces. That's it. There's nothing special about that, right? Okay? Not really. Like, I know that sounds a bit cruel sometimes, but if you think about it like that, you're less likely to go, ooh, I have to, and it doesn't make you less of a man for not picking that particular girl up. She just might not have been interested in you. So what? Move on. All right? Don't take especially these Western women, don't take it on your heart. You don't hold your heart on your sleeve. You'll just get hurt. 90% of them will just say no and show no interest because they lack commitment. They have commitment issues. They also have a hole in their heart that they feel with guys. All right, that's the truth of it. Right, majority of them don't know how to commit, and they lack social skills. All right, it goes both ways, guys. Right, girls. So guys are not the only ones that lack social skills. Okay, there's a lot of girls out there that really lack social skills, don't know how to act, sort of being brought up with this Disney mentality, so they're very immature in their head. They think that they have to, they've never really experienced life, a lot of them. So, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to be real with you guys and help you out. So sometimes you have to be the mature one in that situation. In fact, I would say, like, when they say girls are more mature than guys, no, majority of them are not. That's a misconception. That was from back in the day when it used to be like that, when guys could get away with stuff. Now it's the other way around. So a lot of girls get away with stuff, particularly in the West. So, well, not stuff, they get away with everything. So they've never been brought up to actually be mature in any sense of the word. They're not held accountable for anything they do. So that's the sad truth of it. So you got to take that into consideration and go, okay, well, if that's the way they think, how am I, I want them to like me. I still want, you got to still have that attitude. And look, I'll give you an example about the confidence thing. Why do you think funny guys always get girls, right? Most of them are butt ugly and, got really much going for them a lot of the time. But they'll pick up girls. And you know why? Because being funny in public, like, it's confidence. That's why. That's what they're attracted to. I've said that 3 times in this video to get you to remember that. All right? And just be happy with yourself, guys. Like, yeah, if you're happy and you're not a misery guts when you go out, you're fun to be around. Don't be that guy that has to be like, woe is me. I didn't get this, I didn't get that. Well, just move on. Tough titties kind of thing. So, yeah. Look, I can try to help you guys out with other videos if you want. I don't know how well received this video will be. It is actually quite a long video for me. I don't usually do them this long. Usually my cutoff point's like 15 minutes max on a video when it comes to these like kind of videos. I'm using the phone because the computer's a pain in the bum and it gets bad audio when recording videos, like terrible audio, so I'd rather not have bad audio. Yeah, so take it or leave it with whatever you want about that, guys. Yeah, like I said, don't listen to douchebags like Andrew Tate. Like, end of the day, that guy isn't going to make you money and you're going to be miserable listening to his nonsense because he's not going to lead you to a place of happiness because he's not a happy person. And just be you guys. as silly as that sounds, but yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22 cliche. So a lot of you be like, "But I am." It's like, yeah, I get it. But what you're not showing out there is when you're being socially awkward is you're not showing that. You're just being socially awkward. So rather than overthinking it, just, yeah, don't overthink it. That's the other thing. Don't overthink it. Just go, have fun, you know. Yeah. The other thing girls like, just lastly, is girls like guys that can dance or like dancing. So even if you're the worst dancer in the world, if you get on that dance floor and dance with some girls, I guarantee you'll get them wanting to talk to you. All right? That's it. Don't really have anything else to say. Peace.